Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about UT Quest. So you need to sign up for UT Quest because that's where you're going to put in a lot of your assignments with questions and answers and gives you some extra tries and some other stuff. The system's not really slick, but it really gets the job done, and it's cheap. So that's also important. So what you're going to want to do is go to Google. There actually will be a link to the UT Quest assignment in this assignment on Google Classroom. But just in case you're on a different device or something weird happens, you can always go to Google and type in UT Quest and search for UT Quest. It's quest.cns.utexas.edu. It pulls it up. Click on that. You're going to go to log into Quest. Believe it or not, if you click new to Quest, it doesn't actually let you sign up for an account. You have to go to log into Quest, click students, and then say, I need a UTE ID. So it's going to say some stuff to you. Say continue. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions. How you answer these doesn't seem to matter at all, but you still have to check the bubbles in some way. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. But you should read them, answer them, see if that's relevant to you, and go to continue. This is the important page. You need a name. We're going to say Haggis. And McFluffy is the last name. You need to put your actual first and last name so that I can put in information for you. We're then going to go to date of birth. So put in a date of birth, which is required to help you with some things. We're going to say January the 15th. And we're going to say he was born in 1921. So city of town and birth doesn't really matter. State doesn't matter. Country of birth doesn't matter. UT Austin ID card you shouldn't have. Email address and verifying the email address does matter because this is how you're going to recover your account. I would actually recommend putting in your school email address or a personal Gmail account or some personal email account that you actually check and you get. This is a real thing. If you're considering going to University of Texas at Austin, you'll actually keep this UTE ID and continue to use it while you're there. So I think it's good to give good information on this. Also, if you don't give good information, you won't be able to recover your password. All right, continue. It says email addresses you provided do not match because I capitalized one and didn't capitalize the other one. All right. Continue. There we go. All right. It says you already have one. You can claim it, or you can say that's not my UTE ID. You say I don't. That one, most of you shouldn't have one unless you were in Van's class and you created one, then you probably already know that. I'm going to say I don't see it. You're going to answer some security questions. I'm going to pick the first as every option, and I'm going to make some things up. Let's say McFluffy. Answer is Cricket. Sure. Pet's first name is None. All right. And continue. It then wants you to put in a password. There's a bunch of requirements. You should read this part and make sure you put in the right password. I'm going to put in a password. And we're going to continue. All right. It then says, hey, we're about to create a UTE ID for you. You're not done yet. You actually have to click the Create My UTE ID. I am not going to do this. The reason I'm not going to do this is I don't want to create a fake UTE ID for a fake person. But once you click Create My UTE ID, it will produce your initials. So my actual one is LST because I gave it a middle name, and a bunch of numbers after it. And then you're also going to be have your password and all of that information. On the assignment where this is due, you should put in your UTE ID, and if it was me, I would put my password there so that you'll be able to find it. I also recommend emailing yourself your password and your UTE ID, putting it somewhere safe where you can get it so that if you lose it or you forget it, you can find it again. So make sure and put that somewhere secure and safe, and if you used a real email address, you can always reset your password if you have to. All right, so once you finish that page, it's not going to take you back to UT Quest. It's going to take you back to the main University of Texas website. So go back to the search bar, type UT and Quest, And let's get back to UT Quest. So back at UT Quest, once you have your UTE-ID and all of that stuff, you're going to sign in as a student. Type in your UTE-ID, your password, and say sign in. So you won't have a class right here, but you will have this button that says enroll in new course. So if you click enroll in new course, you'll then type the unique ID Chem 2020. This is how you're going to find my class. So Chem 2020, search, it'll show you Chem 2020, Texas Academy of Biomedical Science, fall 2020. If this doesn't say Texas Academy of Biomedical Science, click the drop down until you find the one that does. It'll tell you the instructor is Tucker, Mr. Tucker Chemistry 2020, and you click request enrollment. Once you've clicked that, it will request enrollment from me, and then I'll go in and approve that for you to add you on here. You're going to have an assignment on here every week, pretty much without fail. The due date on here is listed on Tuesdays. That's to give you a little bit of a buffer. I really want you to finish it by Friday night or Saturday night. Sunday night, something like that, because it really goes with the week before. It doesn't go with the next week, and you'll end up a little bit behind if you put it off. So that's UT Quest. You have an assignment due this week.